Hello everyone, it's Joel and welcome back to Stretch Class. This is the 4th edition of the class. Please check out the other classes if you haven't already. Give them a go. Got different exercises and stretches in each one, so it's worth giving them all a go. Please remember to like and subscribe to the channel, and I hope you enjoy today's class. So we'll just get started. So first exercise we're going to do is 20 seconds marching on the Swat. So move your arms, lift your feet up and down, raising your knees up as far as comfortable. Just trying to warm up your arms and your legs. 5 more seconds. And stop. Next we're going to have our feet about shoulder width apart and we're going to do hip rotation. So you're just going to rotate your hips round in a circle, just to loosen off your hips. I'm going to do 10 each direction. 2 more. And then swap directions, so go the opposite way. Just try and loosen off those hips. Nice big circles. Two more. Okay, next we're going to do squat and arm swing. So feet hip width apart, arms above your head, squat down, swing your arms through. So warming up your legs, getting a nice stretch through your shoulders, lubricating the shoulder joint, warming up the upper body. We're going to do 10 reps, so 5 more. And stop. Next we're going to do snow angels to warm up the shoulders and the rotator cuff. So arms straight, palms facing towards you at the bottom, and then overhead, palms facing away at the top. Head up the whole time. Breathe in at the top and then breathe out at the bottom. So filling the lungs at the top and then empty as you bring the hands down. And we'll do 8 repetitions of this one. Try and keep those arms as straight as possible at the top. Okay, next we're going to do a shoulder roll and arm circle. So you're going to do a shoulder roll, arm circle, and going backwards. So shoulder roll backwards, arm circle backwards. Shoulder roll backwards, arm circle backwards. Again, we're going to do 8 reps each way, alternating between the circle and the roll, and then we're going to go forwards. So shoulder roll forwards, arm circle forwards. Try and keep the arms as close to the head as you can as you bring the arms over, warming up the shoulders, loosening off the traps. Okay, next we're going to move on to our legs. So feet wide and turned out. I'm going to do a side lunge. So hips facing forwards as you flex one knee, keep the other leg straight as you go side to side on the Swat. We'll do 10 reps, 5 each way. And then you're going to straighten one foot, have one turned out. You're going to side lunge down on the foot that's turned out. As you do that, you're going to twist your spine around to loosen off your back and your spine. So side lunge down, twist inwards as you come down. I'm going to do 8 each side. And that other leg wants to be nice and straight. And then we're going to do a bow and arrow. So as you side lunge down now, you're going to bring your elbow high as if you're stringing a bow to shoot yourself in the foot of that straight foot, getting a stretch through the lats underneath our armpit. So side lunge down, lift the elbow high and back as you come down. And again, we're going to do 8 reps on each side. So pretend you're shooting yourself in the foot with a bow and arrow. And then we're going to straighten the other foot, turn the other one out, side lunge and twist in the other way now. So side lunge and twist. Try and keep those shoulders relatively as loose as you can. Rotate the spine around, loosen off the back. And then we're going to do bow and arrow. So string the bow back, elbow high, as you side lunge down on the foot that's turned out. 8 reps. And then come back up. Next, we're either going to do hamstring scoops or hamstring walkouts. If you're doing the scoops, do 10 reps. If you're doing the walkouts, do 5 reps. You can do longer on the scoops if you find you're still going. So for the scoops, front leg bent, front leg straight, back leg bent, and then both hands sweep towards the ground. Alternate legs each time. A little bit harder, the walkouts. So feet hip width or shoulder width if your hamstrings are particularly tight. Walk out on the hands, hands at the shoulders, and walk your hands back up towards your feet, dig the heels, and then stand all the way up. So 10 or more scoops or 5 hamstring walkouts to warm up your hamstrings. Get a nice stretch as you come back up. Just go at your own pace. And up. Okay, so next we're either going to do standing hip openness, lifting your knee, taking it to the side and down. You're going to do 5 on each side, or we're going to do hurdle exercise. So you're going to bring your knee up, take it round and back, lean forward to keep your balance. So this one, using balance and coordination, core stability, so it's a bit trickier. You can hold onto a wall to help you if you need to, but remember you can just do standing hip openness if not. 5 reps or more on each side. So I'm going to swap legs now. Standing firm on that straight leg as you bring it up, round to the side and back. Okay, next to warm up our glutes and our hips, you're going to take one leg out to the side just behind you, so slightly behind you, and then you're going to circle it round, keeping the legs straight. We'll do 10 circles one way, 10 circles the other way. Keep your core nice and tight, and then swap directions. Hold on to something if you need to. And then we're going to swap sides. So standing firm on one leg, foot slightly behind you, circle round, 10 circles one way, 10 the other way, and then swap. Okay, next we're going to do an alternating lat stretch. So feet about shoulder width apart, interlock your fingers, arms up overhead, then we're going to reach one way, reach the other way. So we're just going side to side, and we're doing 10 reps. This one just gently ease each way, don't go too fast. And then come back up. Next we're going to do calf raise. So we're just going to lift up and down on the toes to warm up our calves and our ankles. We'll do 15 reps on this one. and after that we're going to go onto the mat and lie on our back. Okay, so once you've done 15 of those, you'll lie on the back, on the mat, on the floor. So lying on your back, you can have your knees bent at about 45 degrees, hands outside straight at shoulder height, and then just take your knees down each way to the side of your body. So both knees come down. We're just trying to loosen up our back as we go side to side. And we'll do 10 reps, so 5 each side. Okay, and then next what we're going to do, we're going to lie on our side. We're going to have our knees bent up towards our chest, well, sort of level with our hip. We're going to have our hands together, so arms straight, hands together at shoulder height, lying on our side, and then we're just going to bring our arm back behind us. As we do that, we can take a nice exhale, and then inhale as we come in. Just trying to loosen off our thoracic spine and open up our chest. Do 10 reps each side, just enjoy them. And then we're going to swap sides. So just position yourself so you can do the other side. Knees up towards your hips. Hands together, arms straight at shoulder height. And bring the arm round and back so it touches the floor behind you. Don't worry if it can't touch the floor. That just means you're particularly tight in the chest and in the back. So just go as far as is comfortable. And then once you've done 10, just come up, we're going to sit upright. We're going to interlock our fingers behind us, and then we're going to squeeze our shoulder blades together for 3 seconds at a time. So sit nice and tall, and squeeze the shoulder blades together. So 1, 2, 3, relax, and squeeze, 1, 2, 3, relax, and then squeeze, 1, 2, 3, relax, and then squeeze, 1, 2, 3, relax, and then squeeze again, 1, 2, 3, relax, and relax. Okay, so just going to turn so you can see a bit better. We'll do 4 more, interlock fingers, and squeeze, 1, 2, 3, relax, and squeeze, 1, 2, 3, relax, and again, 1, 2, 3, relax, last one, 1, 2, 3, relax. Okay, so now we're going to get into the static stretching to increase our flexibility and range of motion. So first what we're going to do, lying on our back, pull both knees towards our chest, double glute stretch, head and shoulders flat, back flat, and just enjoy for 30 seconds. Stretching our glutes and back. And then next stretch we're going to do is figure 4 stretch. So put your foot across your thigh just above the knee, hook around the leg and then pull it towards you. Head and shoulders flat on the mat. We'll do 2 times 20 seconds with an inhale and exhale. And then take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, try and increase the stretch by putting it closer towards your chest. And hold for another 20, stretching the glutes, the piriformis, and our back. And then come back down, swap sides. So foot across your thigh, just above the knee. Pull it towards you, head and shoulders flat, back flat. 2 times 20. Try and breathe freely as you hold the stretch. Just relax as much as you can. And then deep inhale. Deep exhale and increase the stretch. Hold for a further 20. And then back down. Okay, so next stretch we need either a towel or a resistance band. Basically what we're going to do is we're going to put it round the middle of our foot, lie on our back, and then stretch our hamstrings. You'll also feel a nice deep stretch through your calf if you can pull the toe downwards towards you. You can do 2 times 20 seconds with this one. So just keep holding that. I'll show you with the band as well. And then take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, increase the stretch. Hold for another 20 seconds. Really feel the stretch a lot more with the band than you would by holding it yourself. It's also a lot easier to do it with a band or a towel to hold it. And then back down. So we'll swap sides. Remember that other leg can be straight or it can bend. As long as that back is flat, and you're keeping the leg nice and straight as you pull it towards you. Point the toe down if you want that extra stretch in the calves. And then take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, increase the stretch. Hold for another 20. Remember to try and breathe freely. And then back down. Okay, so next stretch is for our hips and our back. You're going to push both feet towards each other. You're going to press the knees down, but then you're going to lie on your back and have your hands to the side of your body. So sinking those knees towards the ground, getting a stretch through the hips, keeping the back flat to stretch the back. Just sink into the floor and hold for 30 seconds. And then just carefully ease yourself back up. Next, we're either going to do a lunging quad stretch, which will give you a deeper stretch, but it's a little bit more uncomfortable. You need a nice soft floor to do this one. If not, just do lying on your front quad stretch. So I'll show you lunging first. So you're lunging one leg, and then you pull the back foot towards your bottom. So you should feel a nice deep stretch at the top of the quads, in the rectus femoris particularly. hold for 20 seconds each side. So hold that if you're doing that one. If not, lie on your front and then pull one foot towards you, holding for 20 seconds each side. This one's easier to do and more comfortable, but the other one will give you a deeper stretch if you can do it. And then swap sides. So either kneeling or lying on your front. And hold on to something with your other arm if you need to. But if you keep nice and tall and engage your core, it should help keep your balance. And then come back down. Next we're going to do pretzel stretch. So we're going to lie on our side to start with our head in our hands. So resting your head in your hand, lying on your side. You're going to lift your knee up, drop it down in front of you. You're going to hook around the back foot and pull that towards your bottom. Try and straighten out. This will stretch your quads at the back, so in the back leg, the foot that's pulling towards your bottom, in your glutes and hips, in the knee that's coming up towards you, and your obliques along the side of your body as well. I'm going to do 20 seconds each side. And then swap sides. Now if you struggle to pull that back foot, you can use something such as the resistance band to help you pull it. So lying on your side, head in your hands, lift your knee up, drop it down in front of you, pull the back foot towards your bottom, and then straighten up your body, holding for 20 seconds. Get a nice stretch in the hips, the glutes, the quads, and the obliques as well. And then carefully untangle yourself. Next we're going to stretch our abdominals. So you're going to start on your knees. I'll turn to the side for this one. And then you're going to have one hand on your foot, other arm up overhead, and then you're going to lean back to get a stretch for your abdominals. Just hold that for 20 seconds. And breathe freely. And then take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, we're just going to go to the side to get an additional stretch for our abs and our obliques. And then come back up. So swapping sides, hands on the back foot, other arm up overhead, straight back to start with. And then deep breath in, deep breath out, just rotate to the side a bit. Now if you keep pressing your hips forwards and lean back, you should maximise the stretch for your abs. And then come back up. Next we're going to stretch our back. So we're going to do modified child's pose stretch. Start on your knees, have your hands out in front and bring your bum onto your heels. Holding for 30 seconds, so just enjoy. And then come back up. Next, stretch is a hurdle stretch, so you're going to have one leg straight out in front of you, other leg bent behind you to get a stretch for your quads, and you can also reach for the toe if you want an additional stretch in the hamstrings, lowering the head down. Hold for 20 seconds each side. If you struggle with the hamstring, just hold it back here. I struggle with this one sometimes, so I tend just to hold it here. By all means, go for the extra stretch if you can. And then swap sides. So leg out straight in front of you, other leg bent behind you. Stretch through the quads here and in the hips. You can reach for the toe as well if you're able to. And then just carefully come back up. Next, we're going to stretch our rhomboids and our shoulders. So we're going to start on our knees. You're going to have one arm out in front, and then you're going to hook your other arm through and across your body like that. Other arm straight overhead. Side of your head wants to be flat on the mat, and just hold for 20 seconds each side. And then come back up. Swap sides. So hand puts across your body, other hand overhead. Side of your head flat against the mat. And then if you can, come up carefully. So they're going to stand up to do the rest of the stretching. So next stretch, shoulders and triceps. Try and interlock your hands behind you if you can. If not, just hold what position you can. Stretch the back of the arms and the shoulders. 20 seconds each side. And then swap sides. Next we're going to do side bend stretch, so feet outside shoulder width. Hand over the top and then hand down the side of your body. And hold for 20 seconds each side. And then swap sides. And come back up. Feet hip width apart, hands behind your head. Break your elbows apart, look up to stretch your chest. Hold for 20. And then hands back down. Next we're going to stretch our traps up our neck. So we're going to have our shoulders level and then take our head ear towards our shoulder, stretch down the side of our neck. We're going to do 2 times 15 with a deep inhale and exhale. And then take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, try and get that ear towards the shoulder a little bit lower. Get the stretch down the opposite side of the neck. And then come back up and then carefully go down the opposite way. 2 times 15. And then deep breath in. As you breathe out, increase the stretch. Try and keep those shoulders level as best you can. And then come back up. Last stretch, standing calf stretch. So either freestand or lean against the wall if you need to. Front leg bent, back leg straight. Dig the heel. Get a stretch in the calves, in the back leg. And then swap sides. And then come back up. Okay, so that's this week's stretch class all done. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you again next week.